of Lucifer in order to advance the word Deus and promote the Eon of Lucifer. In the same year, the ecclesiastical orm of the Eel was also re-established as the Royal Church of Lucifer. Recall. Over the next 6 months, Magus Sasej used the Eel to carry out the task of the Magus and promote the word Deus as the word of the Eon of Lucifer. The Eel enjoyed great success under his guidance and grew quickly to include 25 consulates in 10 countries. Several hundred members. With the exception of a few gifted individuals, most who sought membership in the Eel were eager and curious but lacked any serious understanding of the concepts put forth. Magus Sasej needed time to reflect on the deeper significance of the word Deus and, therefore, left the Eel to pursue a deeper study of religious history. The International Office of the Embassy of Lucifer was temporarily closed, leaving regional consulates to continue on their own initiative. Those gifted individuals who understood the law of the Eon of Lucifer will to come into being as a god, would apply Vedic philosophy to their lives and continue without the guidance of the Eel. Those who did not understand the philosophy would fall away and gain nothing from their experience. Now, 3 years since the closure of the International Office, Magus Sasej has returned and the doors of the Eel have opened once again. As before, the goals of the Eel are multifold. Firstly, to put forward the word Deus as a magical dictum for the Eon of Lucifer and promote the law of the Eon of Lucifer will to come into being as a god. Secondly, to unite Satanists throughout the world and thereby become a more powerful force to effect change. Thirdly, work with other satanic groups and organizations to promote unity and diversity within the satanic community. Fourthly, to establish an independent and sovereign state modeled after the city-states of the pre-Christian pagan world with a system of government and law based upon satanic ethics rather than the outdated moral code of Christianity. And fifthly, serve as a diplomatic embassy of this future satanic state. These goals fall into 2 broad roles which may be summarized as the role of the Eel as a magical and philosophical temple and the role of the Eel as a political and diplomatic organization. As a magical and philosophical temple, the Eel draws heavily from the philosophy of those temples which preceded it, the Tus, Ona, Kos, Otto, God, etc., and builds upon the work of Michael Aquino, Aleister Crowley, and others. The Eel also contributes a new magic, the demonic Bible, and a new philosophy, Vedic philosophy, with which others may experiment. As a political and diplomatic organization, the Eel places itself apart from any particular religious organization. Membership in the EO does not preclude membership in the Church of Satan, the Temple of Set, the Ordo Templi Orientis, the Masons, or any other fraternal, religious, or secular organization. The recall, the ecclesiastical arm of the EO, has been disbanded due in part to the potential for conflict with certain organizations, but also for its irrelevance to the goals of the EO. As a magical temple, the EO is open to anyone who shares its philosophical approach. And as a diplomatic organization, the EO has worked, and will continue to work, in cooperation with other organizations which share similar objectives. The EO is not a church, and it must be stressed that it is not in competition with any other satanic church or religious organization. The political objectives of the EO bear mention only in passing, since they have little relevance to this, the third edition of the Demonic Bible. The EO is only relevant as a magical and philosophical temple which has applied the rituals and philosophical concepts presented by Magus Sasej in the Demonic Bible and in its role as the vehicle for the promotion of the Word of the Aeon and the Law of the Aeon of Lucifer. Like the Demonic Bible, like the system of magic presented herein, and like the Deitic philosophy put forward by Magus Sasej, the EO is an evolving organism. What it is now, is not what it will be 10 years from now. Anything written about the EO will surely be false a few years hence. The EO is, for Didas, what Beato was for Thelema. Beato embraced much more than the philosophy of Thelema, but ultimately served as a vehicle for the advancement of Thelema. Every other tract written by that prestigious organization on the subject of yoga, the Kabbalah, or the tarot pales before that which was written concerning Thelema. The EO, similarly, has many goals, but its central role is to promote the word Didas. The word of the Aeon is Didas, as in a deity or a god. The law of the Aeon is Thelema, Zephyr, Didas, will to come into being as a god. This is the Aeon of Lucifer. Lucifer has risen man has become God. The embassy of Lucifer is the vehicle for the message of the new Aeon. The magical art. In the course of a man's life, there are moments of clarity and there are moments of darkness. At his mental peak, he experiences great clarity of thought and profound realization. And at his low, he experiences depression, anger, or melancholy. Drugs, chemicals, foods and lifestyle changes may affect his thought processes in various ways. Disregarding for the moment the objective existence of spirits or demons, ritual magic is a way to control the mind. Without the use of drugs or chemicals, the magician controls directly his